Standing at more than 11,000 feet tall, Oregon's Mount Hood is considered to be one of the world's most climbed glaciated peaks. And this morning we're getting an inside look at what life is like on this mountain thanks to a new book. Christopher Van Tilburg is the author of Crisis on Mount Hood, Stories from 100 Years of Mountain Rescue. And Christopher joins me now. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first off, we want to talk about this mountain rescue team and how it's been around for over 100 years, right? Tell me about it.
Yeah, we were formed in 1926, started doing rescues a little bit before that, and we're the oldest mountain rescue team in North America and one of probably the third oldest in the world.
Wow, and it's Crag Rats Mountain Rescue,
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, what keeps this all-volunteer group running this long and such high-stake rescue missions? Look at y'all, wow.
Well, one of the biggest things is our deep passion for the mountain and for helping people, and our longstanding culture. Like, one of the things that's embedded in our culture is this black and white check shirt I'm wearing.
Really? Okay, and look at all your patches and everything. Okay, and how do you balance volunteering too for this rescue mission? Because I imagine sometimes it's in the middle of the night, you know, it's not an 8 to 5 job by any means, and balancing a family, personal life. How do you balance it all?
It's really challenging, and I think we surround ourselves with like-minded people and partners and family members and friends who understand our passion and our drive, and that's one way we balance it. The other way is just prepare as much as we can ahead of time. Like right now, if my gear's packed in my mudroom, ready to go.
Okay.
Always.
Gosh, okay, well, you're ready for everything. What does it take to be a rescue mountaineer?
Well, we can train people on some of the rescue skills, but what it really takes is a passion for the mountain. You have to be an alpinist, know how to walk around on glaciers in crampons, know how to put on a climbing harness, and have this like deep-seated passion and willingness to get out of bed at 4 in the morning, drive up the mountain in a storm, ski up the mountain in a storm. So alpine skills and the passion to help people.
And so a mentality too, I guess, to not be scared in some of these, you know, high stakes situations. Have you ever been in a situation where you've really feared for your own personal safety or someone that you're going to rescue?
Yes, I've been doing this for 25 years, which is one reason I wanted to write the book. And it's happened 3 or 4 times, and we just recognize it. We train ourselves to recognize it and step back and reassess and reevaluate and try to make things as safe as possible before we put ourselves in danger.
What are some of the common mistakes that you see people doing, you know, when they're out and you're having to go and rescue them?
Probably most commonly, people get lost. They lose the trail because they don't maybe know how to use their cell phone navigation app. They have improper equipment. Or the third thing is they just get hurt, and sometimes people aren't doing anything wrong. They just are out, they're prepared, they're having a good time, and they injure their knee or injure their ankle. And so those are the 3 most common things.
Yeah, and when you wrote this book, what was your goal? You know, is it for the person that's going out and wanting to go on an adventure, or what was the goal with this book?
Well, the original goal was to document the 100-year history of the Hood River Crag Rats, and I've been involved for 25 years, and it's just a deep passion of mine. But the goal metamorphosed into explaining to people what the situation is on Mount Hood today, as well as telling the history, because Mount Hood is to some extent a marker for mountains all over the world, the overuse and the environmental damage, and so that's kind of it turned into be a twofold mission.
Definitely. Any advice too for someone, I guess, that's starting out on a hike? Do you have any, you've been obviously doing this for a long time, so any info that you could give us?
Sure. Keep a charged cell phone, and know how to use the navigation app on your phone, All Trails or Gaia, or there's many of them. Be prepared for the unexpected night out. So if you're going for a short hike, maybe it's just an extra puffy jacket, something simple. And then tell somebody where you're going and when you're expected to come back.
I have never been to Mount Hood, so for anyone else watching, what do you want people to know about this spectacular mountain?
We love it when people explore the mountain, and we're happy that people get up on the glaciers. And but the most important thing to know is you might drive up to Timberline Lodge at 6,000 feet and it's a sunny, beautiful day, but the mountain is dangerous and things can change. We've got holes on the mountain like fumaroles and crevasses and bergschrunds. We've got weather that can come in off the Pacific Ocean quickly. So just be aware that it's a big mountain.
Yeah, and where can people find your book?
Anywhere books are sold, you can find it. If you go to Wacoma Bookstore in Hood River online, you can get a signed copy.
Ooh, there you go. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And just a reminder too, Christopher is actually holding an author event tonight, Tuesday, June 17th at 6:30 p.m. at the Seattle Program Center in Sand Point. So check that out.